21课 A father and
A
his
father
daughter.
and his daughter.
A
A
grandfather and his
grandfather and his
granddaughter.
granddaughter.
A mother
A
and her
mother and
son.
her son.
A grandmother
A
and her
grandmother and her
grandson.
grandson. This is a photo of my family. This is my son and his wife. These are my grandchildren. This is my grandson. This is my granddaughter. When my uncle got married, I was in his wedding. The wedding was 3 years ago, and now I have a cousin. I remembered when my aunt was pregnant. That was 6 years ago, and now my cousin and I play together. The boy's father and his aunt are showing him how to use a computer. Someday, my nephew will know more about computers than either my brother or I do. Can I hold my niece, please? I'm happy that my sister is a mother and I am an uncle. This is me. This is my father. This is my mother. This is my aunt. This is my uncle. This is my cousin. My name is Susan. This is my daughter. This is my nephew. This is my niece. I'm not an only child. This is a photo of my brother and me. My cousins are twins. I hope my parents have another child someday. I don't like being an adult child and an only child. I don't like being an only child. I'm an only child. I'm a twin. She's an only child. She's a twin. I'm not an only child anymore. Although the tickets have become expensive, I still fly in first class. His flight arrived 2 hours ago, but his suitcase haven't arrived yet. We bought this bicycle today, so we didn't have to drive the car to work anymore. Her nephew can't work yet. We still live in this house, although it was damaged by the hurricane last week. We are not single anymore. Now we are married. After 25 years, they are still married. He has been my boyfriend for 3 years, but we are not got married yet. His parents are married, but he's still single. Her clients are getting divorced soon. They have been married for 15 years. When I was a child, I imagined that I was a teacher. Now I am a teacher. When I was a girl, I imagined my wedding day. Now that I'm an adult, I've realized that I like being single. I might never married. Now that I'm an adult, I've realized that I like being single. She's telling her friend that she didn't take the last slice of cake. She's telling her friend that she didn't take the slice, but she's telling a lie. He told his wife that they would go to a movie, and he told the truth. It's important that you tell us the truth. It's important that you tell us the truth. He's telling a lie to his manager about why he can't go to them. The children are imagining that they are sitting in the ocean. The boy is imagining that he's a doctor. He's afraid to tell the truth about how the lamp broke. When I was a girl, I imagined I'm a teacher. I imagined that I was a teacher. Now I am a teacher. When I was a girl, I imagined my wedding day. Now that I'm an adult, I've realized that I like being single. I might never marry. Have you ever imagined what our grandmother's life was like? I know she lived on a farm and that she had many aunts, uncles, and cousins. Did you know her favorite cousin used to visit her on the farm every year? When she wanted to visit, her family would ride a train from the city. Can we go visit the farm today? Yes, our Uncle John lives there now. We can drive there this afternoon. Is this the farm? Yes, isn't it beautiful? I can imagine grandmother and her cousins playing here. Let's go inside. My Uncle John let me have a key. The boy is playing with his cousins. The boy is swimming with his cousin. The girl is swimming with her cousins. The girl is playing with her cousin. Can I go to Annabelle's party on Friday at 10? No, you can't. The party starts too late. My mother won't let me go to the party. Can I go to the movie with Mary tonight? Yes, you can. Mary is a nice girl. Have fun. My father let me go to the movie. My father will let me. Our son is an only child. We don't have any other children. I like being an only child because I don't have to share my toys. This is my brother. He's my twin. These sisters are twins. I'm an adult. I'm only a child. I'm a twin. She's an only child. She's a twin. A father and his daughter. A grandfather and his granddaughter. A mother and her son. A grandmother and her grandson. This photo is of my family. This is my son and his wife. These are my grandchildren. This is my grandson. This is my granddaughter. A father and her daughter. A father and his daughter. A grandfather and his granddaughter. A mother and her son. A grandmother and her grandson. This is me. This is my father. This is my mother. This is my aunt. This is my uncle. This is my cousin. I'm an only child. I'm a twin. She's an only child. She's a twin. She's imagining that she's at the beach. She's imagining that. He told his teacher that he had studied, but he told a lie. He didn't study. He told his mother the truth. He broke the plate. He broke the plate. My parents both single in 1975. They met each other in 1976. They got married in 1978. They got divorced in 1985 when I was 6. My father remarried in 1980 and is still married today. My mother has never remarried, but she has a boyfriend. Have you ever imagined our grandma's life? What our grandma's life was like? I know she lived on the farm and that she had many aunts, uncles, and cousins. Did you know her favorite cousin used to visit her on the farm every year? When she want to visit, her family would ride a train from the city. Could we go visit the farm today? Could we go visit the farm today? Yes, our Uncle John lives there now. We can drive there this afternoon. Is this the farm? Yes, isn't it beautiful? I can imagine Grandma and all her cousins playing here. Let's go inside. Uncle John let me have a key. Is this the fireplace they used to cook for everyone? It's very big. Yes, it had to be big for a big family. My Uncle John likes the house to look like it did when our family first built. Let's look up there. When she visited, Grandma and her cousin shared this bed. I'm happy that someone from our family still owns this farm. Yes, I like imagining what life was like in the past. Grandma and her cousins had a lot of fun then, like we do now. The teacher is solving a complex math problem. This is a very simple dinner to make. You only need bread and cheese. This looks very simple, but it represents a very complex idea. She is trying to solve a complex puzzle. They are playing a complex game. This is simple music. He's solving a complex math problem. They are playing a simple game. This is complex music. He is solving a simple math problem. The student has a question. The teacher is answering the student's question. The student has a problem. The teacher is solving the student's problem. I'm an employee of a video game design company. This is Josh. He's my coworker. There are 3 more coworkers on our team. I work on a photography team. She's my coworker, but she's also my friend. Despite being on different teams, we sometimes work together. Despite being on different teams, we sometimes work together. He's talking to his coworker about their new project. He's talking. A good salad depends on fresh vegetables. Playing the piano well depends on how much you practice. The color of a banana depends on how ripe it is. The size of the tree depends on how old it is. Are you going swimming today? Of course not. It's cold. It's too cold. It depends on the weather. I might go swimming later. Of course, I always go swimming after work. Of course not. I broke my leg. My arm is broken. He's confused about when his flight departs. He's confused about when. They are excited because they won the game. He's nervous about his date tonight. He doesn't know the woman he's meeting. He doesn't know the woman he's meeting. They are confused because they don't know where they are. They are confused because they don't know where they are. She's excited because her grandchildren are visiting her. She's nervous about her concert tonight. He's excited about the play. He's confused about the play. He's confused by the play. He's confused by the play. It was a mistake to carry too many dishes at the same time. It was a mistake to put this soup in the washing machine. They made a mistake when they forgot they didn't buy gas. They made a mistake when they didn't buy gas. It was a mistake to forget my wife's birthday. You can't watch television unless you eat your vegetables. You can't watch television unless you eat your vegetables. So I'm sorry, I can't let you into the movie theater unless you give me your tickets. We can't eat at this restaurant unless we have a reservation. We have reservations. This produce a lot of electricity unless it's cloudy. You will lose the race unless you are the fastest runner. You will lose the race unless you are the fastest. You would have won the race, but you weren't the fastest runner. You would have won the race, but you won't. I'll be there for dinner unless the train is late. I'll be there for dinner unless the train. I would have been here on time, but the train was late. I would have arrived on time. Can I have a party? It depends. You can have a party unless you fail your exam. Will the package arrive tomorrow? Will the package arrive before Friday? It depends. It won't arrive unless you mail it today. Are you going to play golf tomorrow? It depends on the weather. If it rains, I won't. If it doesn't rain, I will. Are you going to water the garden today? Are you going to water the garden today? It depends on the weather. If it rains, I won't, but if it doesn't rain, I will. It's easy to see a star if it's near the Earth. It's easy to see a star if it's near the Earth. For example, the star series is near the Earth and it's easy to see. For example, the star series is near the Earth and it's easy to see. Earthquakes can be very dangerous and damage buildings. Earthquakes can be very dangerous and damage buildings. For example, an earthquake in 1907 was very strong and it destroyed most of a city. For example, an earthquake in 19 was very strong. I like studying astronomy because there are many complex problems left to solve. Can you give an example? Can you give me an example? For example, we don't yet know how people can live on the other planet. For example, we don't yet know how people can live on the other planet. Some people are citizens of 2 countries. Can you give me an example? For example, because my mother is American and my father is French, I'm a citizen of both countries. I see a mistake in the design of the video game. I see a mistake in the design of the video game. What's the mistake? I don't understand the words in the video game. They are very complex. I don't understand the words in the video game. They are very complex. The words are very simple at the beginning. But as you learn the language, the video game teaches more complex words. The video game teaches more complex words. Of course, the end looks very complex if you don't understand the words at the beginning. Of course, the end looks very complex if you don't understand. Excuse me. The coat you gave me isn't mine. I'm sorry, I made a mistake. Excuse me. I ordered a vegetarian sandwich, but you brought me a chicken sandwich. I'm sorry, I made a mistake. The man is playing a complex instrument. The boy is playing a simple instrument. The girl is playing with a simple toy. The woman is playing with a complex toy. They are playing a complex game. This is simple music. He's solving a complex math problem. They are playing a simple game. This is complex music. He's solving a simple math problem. They are playing a complex game. This is simple music. He's solving a complex math problem. They are playing a simple game. This is complex music. He's solving a simple math problem. Are you go swimming today? Of course not. It's too cold. It depends on the weather. I might go swimming later. Of course, I always go swimming after work. Of course not. My arm is broken. He's excited about the play. He's nervous about the play. He's confused by the play. Can I have a party? It depends. You can't have a party unless you fail your exam. Will this passage arrive on Friday? It depends. It won't arrive unless you mail it today. What's an example of a bird that can't fly? What's an example of a bird that can't fly? What's an example? A penguin. What's an example of a serious injury? A broken leg. What's an example of a vegetable that grows in the dirt? What's an example of a vegetable that grows in the dirt? A carrot. What's an example of something people do every day? What's an example of something people do every day? Drink coffee. I'm an employee of a video game design company. This is Josh. He's my coworker. There are 3 more coworkers on our team. Our team just began working on a new project. My coworkers and I are designing a new video game that helps teach people a new language. It's a fun project to work on, but there are many problems to solve. I see a mistake in this video game. It's too complex in the design of the video game. What's the mistake? I don't understand the words in the video game. They are very complex. The words are very simple at the beginning, but as you learn the language, the video game teaches more complex words. Of course, the end looks very complex if you don't understand the words at the beginning. I think your team did well with this project. Thank you. There were problems. We solved many of them. But we solved many of them. Let's manufacture this video game as soon as possible. I want it to be in store by the end of the year.